Did you know that video game addiction has become a very serious topic between scientists? Apparently, 10% of all video gamers between the ages of 18 and 24 have a video game, some kind of video game addiction. When you play World of Warcraft or Halo or Grand Theft Auto for more than 24 hours or 12 hours a day, you know you have a problem. You play a video game several days onward. I mean, it's okay if you play it just for one day. I mean, your life won't be ruined just for one day. But if you play for like multiple days, like 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, then you definitely are missing on something known as a life. And your world is so small as a video gamer that you're missing out on all the other stuff in life. This research that was done by a couple of video gamers, they found out that they had a very interesting life. One was trying to be a businessman manager, the other one was trying to be a lawyer. But when you focus on video games for such a long time, your mind starts to fall back on everything that you had before. If you were good at sports, if you're good at education, if you're good at art, like your mind starts to lag because all I remember is up, down, left, right, shift, this. So your world becomes like this instead of like gigantic. Well, when I first started, I played for a couple hours or even 8 hours, but that was when I first started. That amount has decreased, and I don't play video games that often. I play like maybe like once a week or once every 2 weeks, because I have other things important in my life. I have school, I have work, I have YouTube, I have basketball, I have a whole bunch of other things that are more important to me than just a video game. Video games will always be around, but your life is so important that you may go like this tomorrow and you may regret it. So my advice to all you video game players out there is limit the amount of time you play video games and go out there and enjoy life. Get some fresh air or go to a movie theater. Do what, just stay away from video games less or more than 12 hours, like try to limit yourself, like, okay, I'll play video games for 2 hours and I'll stop and then I'll go off for a bike ride and then I'll go meet a friend of mine and I'll come back and I'll play again. That's fine because you're basically balancing out your time instead of like playing like as soon as you get home. And it just boggles me that like people are starting to give up their own lives just so they can beat one level. It's a level. It can wait. Like, your life as a real person matters more than what you're doing in Mario Kart or what you're doing in Grand Theft Auto. You know, you may have an exam that you study for, or you may have a paper test due tomorrow. And what are you doing at 7 o'clock at night? Trying to get to the next level in an RPG game. I mean, come on, people. We have to have like balance in our life. You know what? People play video games. One big reason, because they can dominate better in video games than they can dominate in sports or dominate in school. Let's face it, when you dominate a video game, you feel like nobody can beat you. But if you can master all of those things, to master education, nobody can beat you at education. Master sports, nobody can beat you at what you do as sports. Master in art, master in video games, then you'll be a well-rounded person, and you have more to discuss at a dinner table. So that's what I think, and then I believe that video games are a unique thing. We should all enjoy them, but enjoy them responsibly. It's kind of like what you're drinking. If you drink to a certain limit, don't get yourself drunk. It's the same thing with video games. Don't come to work tomorrow with your eyes open like this, and you're like, there's like veins coming out and blood rushing out your eyes, and you like can't hear in one ear. All you can think about is like going home so you can finish that Halo mission you were on. That's not a life. That's basically an addiction. An addiction needs to be cured.